Alright, welcome back. We are going to get this flight going. Appreciate you tuning in. Welcome back once again to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2022, or what is it, 2024? We're going to go ahead and go to free flight here. Load up our flight plan in SimBrief by NavGraph. Alright, so we are going to be departing from SVPA and going to SVTT. SVPA is in Venezuela, and we're going to be flying down into Brazil. So we're going to get this thing going, and it should be an interesting flight here. For the destination airport, sits right on a river, and our route for the runway, so the runway goes like this way. There we go, get below the cloud level there. So we're going to be landing into runway number 12, and we're going to have to basically go right over the water there. I can't really see it, but nonetheless, we're in the Cessna Citation CJ4, and we're going to get this thing going here. So start flight.
Hello, Captain. Nice to see you again. Hi, pilot. New mission, new passengers. Let me know when you are ready to start boarding. Transporter, boarding has started.
Alright, there we have it. Let's see. Let's get everything situated here. We got our lights on for the passengers, safety and seatbelts.
Transporter from dispatch. All passengers on board. You can ask for the clearance to take off. Everything looks good from where I'm sitting. Taxi to the runway and take off.
Alright, we can start with that. I'm just going to adjust our heading just a touch that way. We're going to get this exterior view started here, so we can get a look at the airport once we take off. Alright, so release the parking brake, zoom out just a touch here so that we can see, and let's go ahead and check to make sure that we got, where's communication here? That's weather. Alright, we're ready for ISFR, or IFR departure, runway 22. So that is us. So we are cleared for takeoff.
Have a great flight. It's a beautiful time to fly.
Cessna 361, contact Makishia Center on 124.0. Good day.
Alright, we'll acknowledge the handoff.
124.0 for Cessna 361. Makishia Center, Cessna November 361, 1,100 climbing 5,000.
Center, QNH 1008. Radar contact. Continue to COTSI. Cessna Tree 61, climb and maintain flight level 440.
Resume on navigation. Climb and maintain flight level 440. Cessna Tree 61.
Alright, we're going to request a
Cessna
decrease.
Tree 61, contact Bogota Center on 128.6. Good day.
128.6 for Cessna Tree 61. Bogota Center, Cessna November 11361 is passing 5,500 climb flight level
QNH
440.
1008, radar contact. Continue to Conti.
Bogota Center, Cessna Tree 61. Request flight level tree 40.
Cessna Tree 61, climb and maintain flight level tree 40.
Climb and maintain flight level tree 40. Cessna Tree 61.
Alright, there you go. We're crossing over 15,000 feet. Alright, this is a pretty long flight. We still have 614 nautical miles to go here. And we're going to be, we basically took off in Venezuela, crossed over that river, went into Colombia. That river that we were just looking at, this one, is the border between Colombia and Venezuela. And we're going to be flying over it once again. So this is the Colombia side, and this is the Venezuela side. So looking at our map here, we're right here. We're going to be crossing over to Colombia into the Venezuela side once again, and then it looks like back into Colombia. So we're just going to be crisscrossing back and forth here, and once then we're going to be in the heart of Colombia, and then we're going to find our waypoint and adjust our heading and head on down to Brazil here. Just on the border of Brazil and Peru. So appreciate it, guys. I'm going to pause the video here at this point, and then we will resume a little later on, and I'll keep you posted. Alright, welcome back. We are getting pretty close here, so I figured I would resume recording, and let's see what we got. So 36 nautical miles left to the airport. We are coming up to the Amazon River. That is the river that we're going to be crossing over, so that's going to be very cool here. So the Amazon River, we're going to be flying right over it into runway number 12 that sits right on the water's edge. So, Tabatinga. Nice. That almost looks like San Francisco. So yeah, we got the city off to the left. Everything's looking pretty good. All we got to do is wait for our instructions on our descent, which we should be receiving any moment. I almost wonder if we start our descent.
Cessna 361.
There you go.
Descend and maintain 15,000.
Descend and maintain 15,000. Cessna Tree 61.
Alright, let's actually go ahead and hold off on that for 1 second. I'm just gonna, we're so close to 200 that I'm just gonna let the speed come down a little bit. And then we'll go. There we go. Alright, all our lights look good. So they only gave us 15,000. But we are going to put wheels down. And we'll go flaps 15%. As we pitch down a little further, we get a good look at the Amazon River there.
Cessna Tree 61, contact Lima Center on 128.1. Good day.
128.1. Cessna Tree 61. Lima Center, Cessna November 11 Tree 61 is passing flight level 200, descending 15,000.
Cessna November 11 Tree 61. Lima Center, radar contact continue. Cessna Tree 61, contact Amazonas approach on 119.1. Good day.
Altitude.
119.1 for Cessna Tree 61. Amazonas approach. Cessna November 11 Tree 61, 14,900.
Cessna November 11 Tree 61. Amazonas approach. QNH 1006. Radar contact continue. Cessna Tree 61, contact Lima Center on 128.1. Good day.
128.1. Cessna Tree 61. Lima Center, Cessna November 11 Tree 61 is at 14,600 climbing 15,000.
Cessna Tree 61, you can cancel IFR. Continue VFR to your destination.
Lima Center, Cessna Tree 61 would like to cancel IFR.
Is canceled. Radar service terminated. Squawk 7000. Maintain VFR. Frequency change approved. Good day.
Tabatinga traffic, Cessna November 11 Tree 61, 15 miles northwest, 13,500, inbound to land, runway 12, Tabatinga.
Alright, we're looking pretty good. We are 12.5 miles out from the airport, sitting at 8,800 feet. And dropping. Speed's at 184. And we're pretty much lined up to the runway, I believe. We got wheels down, flaps down. Wind's looking okay. It's going to be a right to left wind at 7 knots. Airport sits at 259. So we're going to hold altitude at around 2,000.
Tabatinga traffic, Cessna November 11 Tree 61 is on final, runway 12 to land, Tabatinga.
Alright, so once again, ladies and gentlemen, we are crossing over the Amazon River here. As we land into Tabatinga International Airport. We are pretty much dead lined up with the runway.
Autopilot.
Go ahead and take full control. I think that was a little bit of lightning.
You greased that landing, Ace.
Alright, so sounds like we got a good landing.
Transporter from
Despite the
dispatch.
cross
Clear the
breeze.
runway and taxi to parking.
Nice, that was lightning. Alright, so very good, ladies and gentlemen. We're just going to move off to the side here, set our parking brake, and shut down our engines.
Transporter. Disembarking of passengers can begin.
Alright, let's go to the logbook here. Yeah, so that was 39 on the landing. That was a very, very smooth landing despite the cross breeze.
Transporter. Disembarking finished. Have a nice day.
Alright, so appreciate you tuning in. We'll see you on the next one.